take a sip of my coffee.
Can we cheers? Yours is purely black. Mine's full of cream.
That's how I like it, dude. Or else I'm going to chug it. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Kyle B's podcast. We're here. This is the only podcast you better be listening to because there's no other podcast out there that's as good as this one. Wow. Classic.
Number one podcast in the world.
As you can see, we're here in my new beautiful studio in California. With me here is Matt Corman. You're like, wow, how did he go from one place to the other? He took a plane here. He's here for the next week. We made a dope vlog. We're about to do another one today. And for those podcast listeners who don't really check out my vlogs and only listen to podcasts, my new plugin Drip is out right now. And if I'm going to make a code right when this is done, I'm going to make it right now. Use the code KB Podcast. Give you 10% off. Same thing for all my kits. And I'm not going to lie, it feels really good to be back.
Yeah.
How's it feel, dude? I feel like I have just so much to say right now in this fucking intro.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it short.
Let me ask you, when's the last time the podcast was out? Like, when was the last episode?
Last episode I posted producer grind interview that I did. I just posted the audio. Thought it was a really good interview of me, which I don't have too many of those.
Only when I'm here.
So I just told everyone on here, I was like, hey, podcast is coming back. I want to do it the right way. I want to do it bigger and better. As you can see, been making the steps to do that. And yeah, that was it. But before that, it was just ours, the one me and you did
wow.
together.
So you've taken a pretty big hiatus from the podcast game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was something that obviously I left people hanging.
Yeah.
But it wasn't something that was so just like it wasn't one of those things. That's why I love these podcasts too. It wasn't something that's just like so dependent on fucking you've been a week without a video, you've been a week without posting here or there. Like, it wasn't something where it was like you gotta post it or else like the fucking algorithm or like I'm coming back and the views are doing better because people I think sometimes you need to just tear shit down.
Yeah.
Just let it be and fucking come back.
Also, like with podcasts too, it's some sort of thing where quality really is better than quantity.
Yeah. I knew I wanted to do something where I could have just like, a fucking real podcast set and just having people come in. I want a way to do these like myself, and just like come up with a system, dude, and just studying the podcast game. And, I'm not like we were talking about it earlier, but I was like, I'm just doing this because I love the fucking creation of this. Like, this is so sick, dude. What the fuck?
And the other thing, and podcasts it's not for the money because it's like podcasts like aren't even like monetized to that extent, Yeah. So podcasts are really just about the fact that you can create something cool.
I mean, dude, now it's just like all the content has turned into that, where it's just to make the fucking best content possible, dude, and inspire humans.
Love
like
that.
you guys.
Yeah, like you guys out here.
There's so much shit to talk about. We've been here just talking about random stuff all day. What do you got on your plate, dude? You said something about Britney Spears this morning.
So I don't know if you guys saw this or who's keeping up out there, but there's this thing called Free Britney out there. I don't know if do you know anything about Britney Spears. So like, she other than her song Toxic that got every like little boy excited when you were kids.
Who the fuck is Britney Spears?
Yeah. But so I guess what happened is that her dad is like completely controlling her entire life. And
really?
Yeah, and
is she like 40s?
Yeah, and she can't drive her car without his permission. She can't spend her money. She can't go to Starbucks or do
this
anything.
Is like new news right now.
It's not new news, but her fans, the Britnators,
it's like trending right now.
Yeah, it's trending right now because her whole life's been controlled ever since she was like 10 years old and was
I would believe that, but like at this point, it's like okay.
It's for money though, so she's allotted. So she made $160 million, right? She's allotted a $1,500 weekly allowance, and her dad controls the rest of the money.
But why is that?
Because he had her declared something where like this certain disease that she has where she basically is incompetent and can't, she needs him to live her life and he makes all the decisions for her. And at the time when they signed it, it was 15 years ago. And since then she's been able to like release a bunch of albums and do tours and release a lingerie line, but still the judge rules it that she has to abide by whatever her father says. Doesn't that sound crazy?
Yeah.
She's also forced to take certain medications, and there are times she got arrested. Her dad had her arrested because she went to an In-N-Out. She drove to an In-N-Out and she didn't ask him if he could do that or not, so she had her arrested. And for some reason, the system is just allowing this to be an actual thing. How crazy does that sound? Her mother actually came out and said that it's all true. Like the father's controlling her entire life, and it's just really sad. I mean,
Probably divorce, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'm not there. This is what I've also read one side of the media, right? So I don't know if
I'm sure some of it's true. I'm sure some of it's just like extremely,
and I'm sure her
just
fans
like,
are kind of
just like made up. But it's probably just like, dude, didn't she go through a phase where she was like shaving her head and shit and like doing crazy stuff, marrying people and
yeah. But that's
like,
the thing, though. That's the thing, dude. It's like that. They were saying in the article that I was reading that her dad would.
I don't
use
know
those
anything
events.
about this, by the way.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm
I
just
get
like, this is the first time I'm hearing
It's just.
this.
I like the dad would use the pictures of like her like in 2007 or her like drunk leaving a bar like as ammo to give to the judge to say that she's absolutely crazy still.
Yeah.
Which potentially she is, right? I don't know. I'm just reading what fans are putting out, but obviously they're putting their side of the argument.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, there's probably a lot of people that fuck up their lives that way.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And wait, in what way? Like she's going crazy, or you're saying like
Just like
by contract?
celebrity. She was super young when she got her stardom.
4 years old is when she started on Broadway.
Yeah, like who knows what type of like crazy shit she was doing, and then it was probably something that was put in place to like help her from fucking her whole life up.
Yeah.
But now it's probably been like X amount of years, and she's probably just like, all right, I can make my own decisions. I'm 40 something years old.
She can't even see her kids.
Really?
Yeah, she has 2 kids. She can't even see the kids. It's kind of crazy. So, hashtag free Britney, guys, if you're about that life.
I'm like trying to stay off Twitter, dude.
No, it's reasonably so. I mean, I was trying to look up shit just to like,
I feel like, dude, Britney Ravazzi, what is that?
Type in free first. If you go on Twitter, type in free Britney and then see if it
Britney.
pops up. See if it
I
pops
feel
up.
like just with like fucking coronavirus.
There it
too.
is. 160 tweets in the last hour. The whole article is absolutely bananas. You know, that's why preaching ownership is kind of a big thing. So you don't get your life owned by somebody else.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like an insane like
That sounds pretty.
those like child stars and like all that stuff, and like she seems like someone who grew up in like LA or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Or, like
she definitely grew up in the industry. But but fuck all that right now. This is the first episode in your new house, right?
Yeah.
I'm the first guest in your house. I'm also the first podcast host in the
world.
content castle.
I don't know. We don't have a name yet. I like
Copy Tech Orders.
you were saying.
I'm branding. I don't care if you.
label.
I don't care if you guys have watched any of my stuff. I
like
keep branding
Kyle
Copy
Beats
Tech
headquarters. I've been saying headquarters. Kyle Beats headquarters has a nice ring to it.
KBH.
KBH.
I'm gonna get some KBH merch.
That's what I've been saying. Like this is what I want. I want this to be the headquarters.
Yeah.
I also figured out how to start sticking those smaller panels. By the way, just thought of that.
Oh no shit. Looks good. Let me be the first to ask you and have it on air for your podcast though.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about moving over to California? I have a couple different questions for it. My first one is, how do you feel?
I feel good, dude. I mean, it was super. Just like I think when we first got here, the first week, it was just like, what the fuck? It was like a transition of just like, hello,
Kyle Beats.
just like fucking super excited, but just like, all right, kind of like repositioning, kind of like goals and stuff, because like I've just wanted my own place for so long,
Right. Yeah.
just my own space, dude. Like, and just I've wanted that since day one almost.
Of
like,
course.
I always turn my bedrooms into rooms, like the best room ever, super clean. I would have my Xbox all set up, and when I started making music, it would be like the studio, the Xbox. It was like this cool ass room. Like I always was super passionate about just like doing that. So now that I have a whole fucking house,
Amazing.
I'm like trying to turn it into like the perfect place, which apparently it is, according to you.
No, place is insane. That's what I want to ask too, because like, I mean, similar to you, right? I mean, anybody who starts anywhere, like making music, doing something on the computer, doing it in your bedroom or whatever.
Yeah.
Now that you're here though, you have this crazy amount of space to create. How does it feel being out here? Like what kind of how has it inspired you creatively?
I think it's just fun, dude. Like even just like setting this up, dude.
Yeah.
Like just being able to set up a couch and just know we're gonna be here for probably a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just like really set. I mean, this is obviously like we have panels going up there, and like this is just like a work in progress. The table and the chair just came here this week, and it's just fun. Just every day, there's a bunch of Kyle Beats stuff to do, filming videos, making music. Just so much Kyle Beats shit to do. And then when you're like taking a break, like I'll put together the fucking bed frame.
There's not really a break here, because when you take a break from the business, it's the home too.
Yeah, but like, what else are you gonna do? I feel like I get depressed when I'm sitting on the couch scrolling through fucking Twitter.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
I mean? I'm like barely on social media now, dude. But I'm like, because I'm on YouTube and I'm still like present there. Mm-hmm. I know what's going on still at the same time. It's like a good balance.
Yeah.
But I feel like people are just fucking like on that shit way too much. But to sum up the question, it feels amazing, dude. Now that we're like getting more settled in and getting more stuff in like the living room, and once these like kitchen stools get here and shit, like,
yeah,
I don't know, it just feels good. It feels good like having you come here too, and just like having a guest and just seeing how that feels.
It probably is like interesting seeing my reaction to everything, you know, because it's like it almost reassures probably what you are doing.
Yeah, I mean, I know the house is sick. I just love the whole creation of, like, even setting up the office, dude. Like, Vanessa's starting to do my emails and stuff, and just setting up that whole area to be just like, because this is like creation, you know.
Yeah.
This isn't. I mean, I guess I don't. There's no problem with it, but like in the past, like this is where all the stuff is, like random bills and just like random shit.
Yeah.
You know? That's just like has nothing to do with Kyle Beats. So it's like paperwork and shit, you know, like that stuff can go in the office now, and that can be Vanessa's space, and that bedroom's sick. I'm like, have a fucking gym. I'm gonna put a heavy bag, and just like thinking about all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's like the beauty of it, dude. It's just like, that's what I feel like. That's like the core human like thing is like,
this is like a defined creative space.
You ever watch those videos where it's like the dudes just building freaking houses out of sand?
Yeah.
And they're just putting water in.
Yeah. I hope that guy's having a great day.
And it's just in fast forward, and he's cutting a wall down.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like that. Like, the dude builds a fucking wall out of clay, makes clay out of water, you know, and then at night sets up little teepee in the middle with all the sticks, makes a little bed out of whatever, and then the next morning he wakes up, and then he starts working on the next thing, and he starts working on the next thing. Like, that's what I loved. It is just like there's so much shit to do.
Yeah.
And that's when you get depressed, is when you, why a lot of people are fucking sad, because they don't know what to do, you know.
Your work ethic is being here, like for me, like as an artist and, you know, an entrepreneur, it's really intoxicating. The whole mindset, just watching how you go about your schedule here, it's like I'm adapting that so much now.
I feel like you do a lot too, though. It's just that I'm fucking, because like, yeah, I'm just constantly thinking about it, dude. It's fun, dude.
Me too, 100%. But it's a little bit different of a vibe. Like I would give myself 91% of my life is this. I would give you 150%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, we're watching the fights tonight, which is a little bit different than, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little different thing.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
So we got, today is Saturday, July 11th, 2020.
Shout out.
Tonight, Jorge Masvidal versus Usman, fighting the UFC. I'm a huge follower of the UFC. There's a lot of people that follow me that are actually always talking about it too.
Yeah.
I feel like the UFC has just exploded too in the past like couple of years.
Yeah. Have you ever watched like you ever watched like Dana White and Joe Rogan talk about the UFC like when it first was starting?
Yeah, I think
Crazy.
I've seen that interview.
Yeah.
I watched, like, dude, I love Dana White, dude. Like, as a businessman, and it's funny because he's honestly like, he's doing some like Gary Vee type shit.
Yeah.
Where the president, founder of the company, is like the most well known person in the company. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's really like taking on that role. But
I don't know enough about him. I know the story, but I don't know. Boston, I should check him out a little bit more.
He's from Boston. He got to start in Boston, just like doing like the brick and mortar, fucking trying to start a boxing gym thing. And then the reason why he went out to Vegas, I think he like lived in Vegas for a little bit, but the reason why he went back to Vegas was because freaking the Boston fucking mob, like Whitey Bulger's dudes.
Oh yeah.
Where it's just like like back then, they acted like the fucking IRS.
Yeah.
Just if you were doing business in Boston and Southie or whatever, they'd come and just, where's our money? You owe us money for doing business.
Isn't that a crazy idea? Have you ever seen like have you seen?
And that was what, like fucking 20, 30 years ago.
It's really not that long.
Like,
right? You know, 20,
now
30
it's
years
like
ago.
fucking. There's so many rules now. Like there's so much like advancement now.
Have you seen Black Mass? I know you're not a movie guy.
I don't think.
It's the Whitey Bulger movie.
I feel like I watched like a clip from it. Was it on Netflix or something? That
I don't know.
Maybe it was some other movie.
It might be on Netflix. It was played by Johnny Depp. So it's about Whitey. It's so good. But they really did. Anybody who was making any sort of money, they wanted a part of it.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And they would
dude.
fuck people up for it.
And then like I seen one clip of a movie. I forget what movie. It was like the same type of shit, like the New York mob or like the Boston motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And like they would just kill someone and then just go to this bridge, throw the gun in the river, and that was it. And nobody ever knew. Nobody got punished. Like that shit would not fly today, dude. Like
what a wild thing.
that's fucking insane, dude. To think about that.
Yeah. Imagine life like that. Like we're growing up so differently. Whereas like I couldn't even imagine your norm is like, oh, I have to go take somebody's life just to keep some sort of reputation going. You know, just to instill fear in people.
Month 17 of living with coronavirus. I was looking at some stats today
Of the virus. I'm checking where it's at. I have no idea.
I like to try to spread positivity. You know, we it's kind of rebooted a little bit. So we're kind of like they were saying from the start, like the second wave is going to be the thing. You know what I mean? That's going to be worse than the first wave.
Yeah.
So like it was starting to go down, and then for whatever reason it's picking up again, probably because they have more tests like available. Like I said, we can just go buy a test right now for like a couple $100. But like the deaths has kind of stayed. Actually, the deaths has gone down, which is good.
You know what I think?
It's like worldwide. It was like some good news is like worldwide. It was like 4,000 people are dying a day, but worldwide 150,000 people die every day.
Wow. I mean, my thing about the whole test thing the second wave is that I was always a believer that behind that this virus isn't going to go away. And if
they need to find something to like,
it's either
fix it.
It's
like,
either
like
fixing
the flu.
Right. It's like you either get a vaccine for this thing, or you need to develop antibodies. Like keeping people inside was never my idea for it. I mean, I understand the whole.
It's just because it came so unexpected, dude.
Right.
So they just have to like, because the fear isn't. The fear isn't like fucking right now. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like it could, like people have died from it, but it's just like, the fear is like, because there's so many fucking humans.
Mm-hmm.
The fear is like, it's like the fucking virus game or whatever. The fear isn't right now. The fear is preventing it from doubling and doubling and doubling, and then all of a sudden it's a fucking wrap, dude, really quick. But like obviously, it's not as bad as we thought. Like there's tons of people that just have it, that have no symptoms and just beat it.
It's crazy.
So it's just like this weird middle ground now. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Let's just all kind of keep it chill, just so we're not fucking anything up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. How's your life? For me, the only thing that has changed, I've said this before, is like I just don't like going to Trader Joe's anymore. Because like that was like my thing, was just like, I'm working here, you know, I'm working out. I can't go to the gym anymore, I guess, but like I have a fucking gym now, I guess. So
right.
So the only thing was Trader Joe's, really.
Yeah.
But now it's just like Trader Joe's is a line outside. It's just like annoying, like. But
you know, you can probably do groceries online too.
No, you can. Yeah, you can. I don't know.
Fuck it, yeah.
Just have it.
No, my life hasn't changed much really either. Well, besides the fact that last time, well, I guess if people are listen to our last podcast, I was working for a company, and we were talking. It's funny because we were talking about security, and you were like,
you were
telling me like, dude, you have 200,000 monthly listeners. Like, why the fuck do you have a job? And funny enough, like my whole argument back to you was for security purposes.
Yeah.
COVID came around and the job laid me off. They got rid of 98% of their company. The only people there are people that are sitting on the board or a couple people, and they had to take big pay cuts. And so there was no, luckily, like I made music, and so like I had that, but it was really eye opening. What changed for me is that I was able to, it allowed me opportunity to double down on my business.
Yeah, dude.
And focus up.
You've had multiple different fucking signs telling you to.
Oh my God.
Just follow
it's crazy.
your dreams.
I'm never, I can 98% confidently say I'll never work for anybody else again. I know that sounds crazy to you because you know, like, my situation, and in your head you're like, dude, you fucking can, like, you don't have to work ever again, you know.
Yeah,
it's just, I guess, if certain scenarios pop up, you know, everything's situational.
Yeah, it's just like there is no security, dude. Like, any business can go under. Like, businesses can, like, like, not even just COVID, like a business can just like go under, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like fucking Toys R Us is gone. How many countless businesses now are going under, and like just like crazy shit like that can happen.
Restaurants too.
Like, the only security really is, even with me, dude, like YouTube can just fucking go down. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to not even have like other ways to make money, as like that's good as an entrepreneur.
Yep.
But you're gonna have times where you just have to fucking be able to pivot, and that's what people fucking hate, dude. Like, when that one thing goes, if it was the job or if it was like the YouTube channel or like the thing that they're relying on, and it goes down to, people can't fucking pivot, and that's like another thing that I've been fucking open to. Yeah.
Also, like, for you, I think this is a great point for like a lesson for people.
Here we
where
go into the inspirational.
Yeah, I'll try to dial it back a little bit, but a great point to put in is, like, even if I want everybody to understand that even if Kyle lost his YouTube channel, like, let's say tomorrow, it's like YouTube just shuts down as a whole, because he's built himself a brand, and because you have you have an entire entity.
Drip alone, dude, could just survive on its own.
Drip alone could survive on its own, and you know, you have your Instagram, you have TikTok, you have these other social media. I want to express this to other producers that are listening to this right now and other entrepreneurs. It's like, make sure that you are creating an all-encompassing brand. Don't just focus on, oh, I'm a TikTok guy and all I do is make TikToks.
Yeah, as you're growing.
Yeah.
Like, find the shit. If you're killing it at TikTok and you're climbing up, like, keep killing that fucking thing. Don't go make a podcast and ditch the TikTok.
Right. You can do both, though.
Yeah, but as you're climbing and like starting to like survive off of it or whatever, you have to like you have to be open to change, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, people are still so against fucking TikTok, and I was one of them, dude, probably at the beginning. But I just like I just used it as a consumer.
Mm.
And like, now I'm back on it, and I have someone that edits my fucking TikTok videos, so I don't have to. I just didn't have time to like go in and edit them.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have someone that just does that, like, micro content, so I can still post there.
Yeah, super important though. Definitely important to have a. I mean, yeah.
It's funny how when I was looking at your, we were looking at your Spotify numbers, because your monthly listeners.
The ones today.
Your monthly listeners went down, but your streams
went up. Yeah, it's so it's funny because people will look at my profile now and they're like, oh, Matt, like, you had, like, I mean, for people that are listening, last time we spoke, I had 225,000 monthly listeners, but I was getting 19,000 to 20,000 streams a day on my highs. Now I have 171,000 monthly listeners, but I'm getting 25,000 is my like low point to 28,000 is where I'm at stream wise a day. And that's because I have fans that will go, like, a monthly listener is just one Spotify profile listening to your song. And so like 171,000 people. But now I have people that are in love with they're fans of the catalog, so they'll go back and listen to me, you know, while they drive every day or something. It's better you want to look. I think that's a better place to be. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that,
dude? I mean, it's way better to have like fucking actual fans, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many people that just don't have fucking actual fans.
There's so many people with 500,000 monthly listeners, but no one's gonna be.
Spotify is fire though, dude. Like, 500 monthly listeners of Spotify is fire. You know what I mean? 500 fucking Instagram followers kind of means nothing, because at least you have the potential to like
500K or 500. You said 500,000. 500,000. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just want to be sure.
500,000 monthly listeners. Like, I mean, dude, Spotify is just the most lit spot, dude. Like, there's a tough barrier to entry, because you actually have to like. It's not like you can fucking download the Spotify app and post. You know what I mean? It's not like that. There's like you have to make a song, and it has to be decent to like actually get followers. And
I'll say this though, getting your music onto Spotify, like if you're an artist out there and you want to get your stuff onto Spotify, there's a way to grow on Spotify. That's like the easy, like it's definitely possible for everyone to make money on Spotify.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
dude, I'm making like $500 a month, not even posting songs.
Exactly. How many songs do you have out?
I don't
How many
even
songs do you
know,
have out?
6.
Exactly, dude. But you know why you have that is because everything else that you were doing is now pushing that, and that is growing too.
Yeah,
It's growing.
I'm excited to like.
I'm excited for you to start releasing shit, man.
I know.
Make sure you guys in the comments comment if you want to hear Kyle's new music. I would keep on pushing him to become an artist as soon as he possibly can, because I
It's gotta be right, dude. I just like the fact that like it's just the music has just remained a fucking just the same as the beginning, the same as it started almost. Sometimes the beats are forced on videos, occasionally. Not the beats, because the beats are just what it is, but like sometimes like I'll just like arrange a beat and just so that they can hear a little preview of it.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate it. It's something that I just would have deleted, you know?
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
like, all right, well, I just made this and now there's like a drone shot. Let me fucking mix this beat really quickly and just
I know what you
arrange
mean.
it somehow.
Just to
and
get it
just to like
out.
just so it's some new shit for the video and it's not like, oh, where was the beat you were just making? You know?
Yeah.
So like it's forced a little bit like that way, but the actual music creation is just, it just still remains a creation. And like when I go out to film a music video and like even this podcast and like, so it's just gotta come fucking, unfortunately it just comes with time. It's like when we were watching all my old fucking videos, dude.
Yeah.
And those things are trash. Like I can't even talk to the camera. That's how I feel with the music right now, where it's like I'm making all these different styles. Sometimes the beat will be playing, I'm just like, you're just not good enough at it yet.
I get that.
You know what I mean? So it's just like if nothing comes out, nothing comes out. But I'm just still making shit. It's like I'm still making the videos. I'm not. It's like I wasn't posting them or whatever. I'm not posting them, but I'm still just making shit just because I like making music and I just feel like I have shit to say. But I'm just trying to get better at like saying it.
Yeah.
Cause like, and then sometimes we were listening to Sweatpants and just the shit just comes out, dude.
Bro,
like it just came out. So I think it has to be the right beat too. I actually tweeted at Simon Servita. Yeah, I actually haven't even checked that. Let me check that. I tweeted him like yesterday, and I was like, "Yo,
that's my favorite producer in the world." Actually, he's my number one guy.
Send me some more. I was like, send me some more fire little jazz loops.
Yeah, Simon. Shout out to Simon. You're the only person that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, actually. I want everybody.
I don't even know what my password is for fucking Twitter. I need to sign it.
It's crazy though, because like people that are listening now that like throw on your music too. I just want them to know that he's got fire coming whenever the hell he does, and you're a really good artist too. So
thanks, dude.
Looking forward to that.
I didn't even show you any like new stuff, right?
No, but I mean you put little clips in your videos. But I'd love for after this or whatever if you can toss on some. You show me what you're working on.
Yeah, I
gotta show you my unreleased stuff I got too.
Yeah. There's a lot of songs that you put in your little vlogs that are just like, dude, what the fuck I've never heard that song.
Yeah, I do that because so many people, like I have so much music out. Yeah. I'm actually promoting a bunch of unreleased
stuff.
That's like,
dude,
on my vlogs.
That's some fucking rush shit though, dude, when you have a ton of music out.
Yeah, so I promote it through my vlogs.
And then when it blows up, like the whole catalog blows up.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what I'm on. I want my catalog to blow
Did you
up.
see when Russ posted all that stuff?
Yeah.
Or
I'm on him. I'm on him.
It was like June 2015 or 2015, 2016.
It's TuneCore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like $400. The next month it was like $1,400. Next month it was like $2,000. Next month $3,000. And just kind of kept like slowly doubling to the point where 12 months later, less than a year later, he was making $100,000 a month off of streaming.
How crazy is that? I look at my stuff right now.
I wonder what his monthly listeners are at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can check it out on like the. Actually, you probably can't check it.
I'm not signed into anything,
dude. That's how I feel when I look at anybody's stuff though. When I look at like my streams, it's like, you never know. Like, 28,000 a day could be 280,000 a year from now. You never know. Same thing with yours, right? Same thing with YouTube, right? It's kind of how like everything kind of grows with a business when you're starting.
And then when you get to that point, you're trying to get to the fucking next thing. So I think I've gotten to a really good point where I'm just like.
Yeah, what's your next? I like your mindset on it. It seems that you're really.
I'm just here for the fucking ride now, dude. I think that's what this fucking house has taught me, dude. Because like I was trying to get here for so long and get to the point where whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I think I'm just like, at the point now where I just like understand what it means to just be like here for the fucking ride. You know what I'm saying? I think I've just come to an understanding, because everyone says that, and I've said it before. The journey. Russ has said it in his fucking song.
It's my favorite song.
But like, okay, I know that, but it's a different thing to understand it. It's a different thing for your brain to just like actually understand that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is that?
Can you pull up my next one too? No, I'm dead serious.
I don't think we'll see yours, dude.
Yeah.
This is so.
No, yeah, because he's so.
I wish
massive.
you could see on the line, dude. I wish you could see the numbers.
I know.
That's 4.5 million. So this is what he was saying. December, we'll say June.
June of 2016.
June.
Yeah, that's 2016.
This is streams. So he went from, that's 4 million, so that's like 2 million halfway. So this is 2 million.
What's down here? Oh, that's probably like $1 million.
June, and I'm going to go to the other June.
That chart is just insane, man. That your life changes. Right now we're looking at the artist profile for Russ right now and kind of looking back at his streams, just seeing where he was at.
Yeah, I mean, he went from like my numbers or your numbers right now to like, I'd say 3 million views a day, 3 million streams a day, which is like that's a lot.
Fuck, dude. Once you're doing that, like 3 million streams a day, I would say is probably around 20.
It's usually times 4.
Let me guess. It's 23,000.
Why can't I do 3 times 4? 12,000.
$12,000 a day.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money, dude.
$12,000.
And so his catalog was all independent.
And then and think about 12 months prior to that.
$4 million a year divided by 12, $300,000
a month.
Yeah. So we'll say this. So that's what he was getting in TuneCore, but that's not retroactive. So that's 3 months prior. So even though he was making that, he was getting paid the $100,000, he was earning $300,000 a month.
Yeah.
Because that was from 3 months prior to that, which I guess is the same shit. Because 3 months prior to the other thing. So,
but you never know. Bottom line is you never know, guys. And just upload the music. If I could tell any artists out there right now, if they were like obviously there are artists that listen to this too, and they're looking to grow their stuff. Actually, I have something that I haven't talked about coming out. That's gonna help a lot of artists grow on Spotify. I've kind of hinted to it to a couple different people, but just put out music, man, and just get in the studio and just get better. I know that sounds so stupid, but people put out 10 songs and expect to be popping. Like, I have 62 songs out, and like, that's not enough. You need to put out a lot of music if you're in this for the long run. Maybe if you want to make one viral TikTok song and that kind of be it, then like, I guess not. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. What else we got?
Let's see what else I got. Something.
You hip on like YouTube drama or anything, dude?
I'm hip on.
What you know about YouTube?
I know that Shane Dawson is a pedophile. I know.
I want to talk about that one.
And
kind of random.
And that's kind of all that I got, though. I kind of stay out of it.
I'm really interested in like the Dr. Disrespect, the
so
gamer dude.
I've seen a couple. I remember when his house got shot at.
Yeah.
That's how much I know about him, though.
So I'm interested in like the ones where it's like I got really caught up in the fucking Call Her Daddy Barstool drama.
Because it's business,
dude.
Probably. Yeah, exactly.
I got lost in that one. So Dr. Disrespect one, we're not even sure what it is, but he kind of just stopped streaming. I think his whole fucking Twitch account got deleted or some shit. Like a bunch of his like sponsored pulled out. Like crazy shit happened.
Really?
But the thing is there's no answers, so everyone's just speculating. And like one of the big things rumbling is like he potentially was trying to start a new streaming service because Mixer just went down.
Yep.
And Shroud and Ninja, I think, were both on Mixer like this, and then that went down, so they just got paid out or whatever the fuck happened. And I guess someone was saying like he was trying to start a new streaming service and like bring the top and like talk to the top other dudes, and maybe someone saw the DMs or something and just like fucking, I don't know. But it's interesting. I'm interested to see, like, hopefully it's not something stupid, dude. I hate when it's just like the stupid fucking YouTube bullshit where they just clip old fucking stupid things and And just it's just like Twitter, dude. It's just too many people are just like out of jobs and out of work and frustrated. And
Dude,
it's just
way
like,
too much time on our hands to be dickheads.
it's frustrated, dude. People are just lost fucking out direction, and it's just like it's just a waste. It's just all a waste of time. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I want to tweet some fucking cool shit, and it's just like I don't know, like just like fucking.
Twitter's a weird space too. Like Twitter's a weird space full of.
It's funny though sometimes, but
Yeah, it's funny sometimes, but like it just really show. Like, do you ever? I mean, you're not that active on social media, so I am, and Twitter's just a weird space, man. It's just full of just too much judgment. I think, like, if you're using it for like, if you want, like, you can use it for those reasons, and you can see, like, for instance, last night, after I edited up my vlog, I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw this girl, right, and she was hitting balls, like it was like somebody was pitching her softballs or whatever, and she was cranking home runs off like all 30 of them.
mm-hmm.
Instantly, there was no caption, and like instantly she was getting hate from all guys. Guys were like 13-year-old little boys were like, oh, like, this sucks, this isn't even impressive, I could do 40. Like, everyone's roasting her, and then like people were like quoting the tweet being like, you guys just like love to hate on people. And she like put up a tweet saying, I literally just posted this video just because like I thought it was a cool video. Like, I didn't expect to get 20,000 people hating me.
Yeah,
It's just full of that shit, and it's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it just seems like I don't know.
Do you think it's
in a
because
weird
people
spot right now.
are lost without direction, that they just want to tear other people down for no reason?
I don't know, dude. It's just like there's just too much. There's just so much noise, dude. You know,
What do you mean?
there's so much fucking noise, dude. Like, it's just like there's a lot of just noise. Like, there's just a lot of fucking people, dude, that have all. There's, I mean, fucking billions of, like, every single person on Earth that has a phone.
A lot of noise.
You know what I'm saying? It's just so much, dude. Like, it's like it doesn't matter, dude, what the fucking conversation is. If there's some sort of conversation and 45 million people are being super positive about this one thing, even if you have a positive and you're like, oh, I want to say something positive, and you see everyone else is saying something positive,
Yeah.
you just want to be the one kid to say some shit negative. You know what I mean? Because it's just the internet, dude. And that's what it's a lot of fucking people don't understand, dude. It's just like people that didn't grow up with the internet especially don't understand that, like, it's just some internet shit. That's what I always say. It's just some internet shit. I don't know.
It's like remember how last night or a couple nights ago I asked you, do you give a fuck about like the one or two what do you think about like the one or two kids? How did I word it? I was like, because I looked at my vlog and like I got like a dislike on it, and I was like, you ever like look at it and just wonder what the fuck did they not like enough to click dislike? Like, you have to go out of. I've never disliked a video.
That point. I'm actually at the point now, because I don't give a fuck about that shit. But like the thing that I actually stopped, I slowed down on reading comments, like too many comments, because like
Why?
Because of the people. I talked about this on the Ocean podcast. I did a podcast with Ocean, and I was like, I stopped reading so many comments, just like the scattered random comments, like going into the comments feed, like after it's been a couple days after you posted, and it's just comments on every video.
Yeah.
So it's people that are just stumbling across your channel for the most part.
Yep.
And it's just like comments that are just, because I noticed that subconsciously they were just making me do different things in videos. Like, if someone's like, "Oh, dude, I really need to. Can you show how you do this?" Or we wanna, or stop doing so much of this, or show doing this, or it's like, dude, these videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. Each one's getting over 50,000. It's like, okay, 70,000 people watched this video, so now I'm gonna show how I fucking leveled my hi-hats because this one fucking 14-year-old kid from Denver asked me to, and he's not even going to see the next video where I put that into the video. So I figured, like, I realized when I was filming and editing, I was subconsciously trying to cater to every single fucking person that had some sort of criticism. Yeah. But it's like, dude, there's 70,000 or whatever people that are just loving this shit. Like, I just realized that the channel was doing better when I just started doing what I thought would be good.
Yeah.
And you're more creatively satisfied, and it's just like, it just works out better that way. So that's why I started slowing down on reading that shit. But the hate comments, like, they'll always just be fucking. It's just.
Do you get them though? Because do you get them? I get them because like
Dude,
I'm a musician and people want to hate on my shit. But for you, for instance, I feel like
it's just, I'm the same exact thing, dude.
but it's crazy to me because I'm like, who the fuck? But that's how I look at it. Like, you could hate on me, right? Because I rap about girls and all and like I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of tracks that are meaningful, but I have like a lot of marketable tracks. For you on YouTube,
It's
it's
just the
like,
same
how can you
shit,
hate
dude.
this fucking guy?
I'm so I think I just get. I think that's why I try to accomplish things, because I just get sick of doing the same thing over and over. So I want some different shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, it's been 3 years. Like, I don't even. It's just might as well be nothing to me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Like,
Yeah.
the bad shit, the good shit, I still like love and like whatever.
Yeah.
But like a random hate comments, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of all like,
I feel you.
you're not as emotionally attached to it, dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard though, dude, because I do that, right? Like, I say like, oh, like I don't like, I understand the process of that. This kid is only saying this because of some random reason. He's a little 13-year-old white boy somewhere that's pissed.
Then you just don't have to read them, dude. Like,
You don't have to read them, but
fucking,
when you're not like, for some reason lately, man, I look at hate comments and I'm like, it's affecting me. Before it didn't affect me, but now, like, I go through phases, you know.
Yeah.
And right now I'm kind of like, you know why though? It's probably because my vlogging is new to me, and so I'm probably curious.
I think
of what
sometimes when there's something that you're thinking about inside, and then someone just fucking
yeah, like my
says
vlogs
it
for instance.
perfectly.
Yeah.
They say what you were thinking better than you could have.
You're like, wow, my hair looked like shit in that clip, and he's like, you looked like a piece of shit in 1 minute and 38
Yeah.
seconds, and you're like, wow, he figured it out. Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
So I'm fucking hyped about the UFC fights tonight. We're gonna film this podcast. We're gonna. I think I want you to try to make a beat today,
Buddy,
as like a little scene in the video. You know what I mean? Just like,
I'll make a beat.
not fucking. I mean, actually, maybe I'll title it, depending on what else happens these next 2 days.
Matt Corman makes a beat. That probably won't sell. I'm not
makes a beat.
The only reason people are looking me up on YouTube is for fucking Word of the
It would
Wise.
just be rapper fucking. I don't know.
Rapper makes beat. You'll
But-
figure it out.
But
You're
yeah,
good.
but like what I realize is that it's gonna be like a 2-minute clip, and then there's gonna be other shit, and there's gonna be other shit, and there's gonna be other shit.
yeah.
And like ever since I started doing that format, dude, it's just been way more fucking creatively satisfying, because I'm not just like stuck here sitting editing a fucking 30-minute video of you trying to level
Ooh.
your hi-hats.
Yeah, I guess that.
But yeah, I'm hyped about these fights tonight. If anyone's wondering, Jorge Masvidal said he was cutting 20 pounds. He took the fight on 6 days' notice, and he's 100% lying. For those of you who are following this,
Really,
dude, he is
it's bullshit.
So the story is, Kamaru Usman, champion, fucking killer, probably one of the best. What is it, welterweight, 170? Probably one of the best 170s I've seen since I've been a fan, like 5 years ish. Not that long, but
50.
other than like I guess GSP, but I haven't. That was before my fandom. But he's dude, he's fucking. Everyone who's fought has been like, okay, this is like the best fucking 170 pound whatever.
Yeah.
And he's beat him like convincingly. And then he's gonna fight this dude Gilbert Burns from Brazil. Gilbert Burns ended up getting COVID. No symptoms. Yeah, and it's like, dude, everyone that's testing positive, like they're testing them like a billion times to do this fight on Fight Island, and it's like everyone that's testing positive had no symptoms. It's like, dude, I had no idea. It's always like fighters that test positive just have no idea. They have no symptoms.
This whole thing's fucking weird. The whole COVID thing's. There's a little.
So he took the
fishiness,
fight. He took the fight on 6 days' notice. And first thing he did was he did an interview. And
wait, 6 days. Can I just pause you? 6 days notice, as in, other guy dropped out 6 days before the fight.
So the other dude dropped out like probably like 8 or 9 days or 10 days.
Yeah.
But they signed the contract and did the deal 6 days before the fight. So
Gotcha.
So at the beginning he was like, yeah, man, I have like 21 pounds to cut. It's going to be tough. But so he flew from Florida to Las Vegas to get the first test.
Yep.
And then quarantined in like a hotel, not a lot of resources, and then flew all the way to fucking Abu Dhabi, to this island.
Yeah, his island.
And then supposedly, I watched the weigh-ins. Supposedly he cut weight because I was already thinking like he sounds like he's bullshitting right now, like a little bit. But I was like, well, these people cut crazy shit. Like Masvidal's a beast, and he goes to the weigh-ins, and I'm like, dude, he does not look like he cut 20 pounds.
He looks great.
He goes perfectly at 170. That was what he weighed, right? And at the weigh-ins, he had
what?
So I'll tell you that in a second. At the weigh-ins, he had a towel on. Like at the weigh-ins, like he immediately went up to the scale and asked for a towel. Like because like if you're like barely a half a pound over, you can take your like everything off and just be naked, and they'll hold the towel in front of you. So he asked for that without even trying to stay on the scale first. And they're like, are you sure you don't want to try first? And then he's like, nah, man, I need the towel. And then he goes up there, like, no problem, perfectly 170 pounds. I think he was just doing it for show. And then he posted this on social media, him just drenched. So they take hot baths. They take boiling hot, kind of like a sauna. Mm-hmm. And then it sweats out all the, because that's how they lose the weight, the water. So they sweat out all the water. And then maybe I'll pull this up on the screen or something. But there's a picture he posts on Instagram or something of just like, him just covered in fucking towels head to toe, because after the bath they get out and wrap themselves in towels to like keep sweating. And I think it's all just fucking bullshit, dude. Just the way he's laying there
in the competitor's head.
Yeah, I think it's all just like horse shit just to make everyone think he cut 21 pounds. Like that's absurd. Like I don't know. I'm
in
not,
6 days, that's fucked up.
well, I'm not in that scene clearly at all. Like I've never done any of that stuff, but like just from podcasts and like I'm always listening to this stuff.
Yeah.
Like a 15-pound fight week cut is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember this nutrition dude was saying that on fight week this dude had to cut like 21 pounds, and it was like the craziest shit ever, and he just missed it by like a pound, but we almost did it. And that under those circumstances where you had an entire week, you were training fully, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this seems like bullshit, but I'm super excited. I want Masvidal to win, but if I was gonna put $10,000 on it, I would say.
Are you putting $10,000 on it, Phil?
No. You know what's funny is I actually tried to bet, and it just like wasn't going through, because you have to like connect your bank account and shit.
Use my bookie.
I know. That's what I was.
Use my bookie.
This is video sponsored by my bookie.
Yeah.
No, it's not actually, but so I was trying to. It just like wasn't fucking working, dude. Just like wasn't.
I think I'm gonna download something and give it a whack tonight.
I mean, if you get something to work, dude,
we'll let you know.
Yeah, because I was trying to. Maybe I'll do it on the computer or something. I was trying to do it, and it just like wasn't. Just wasn't.
What time's it now? 3. Oh, we got some time until the fight. We can figure something out.
3:10. Do you want to talk about Will Smith? And
yeah,
is that too weird?
No, it's perfect. That's exactly what we should talk.
You're telling me something about it.
Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, I seen the August. What is his name? August Elisno?
I don't know his last name, but I just call. But so basically, for those who don't know what's going on, Will Smith married to Jada Pinkett Smith. This guy August basically said that him and Jada had a relationship, and it was this whole thing that Jada wasn't speaking on it and Will wasn't speaking on it. And in the past, if you've seen like Will Smith and Jada, like they talked that they had an open relationship all the time. So it was wicked weird, yeah. And so people always wanted to like hear what she had to say. And then so they go to the Red Table, which is Jada's little podcast.
Yeah.
Her and Will, and there's this clip on YouTube. We can watch it. It's
I'll pull it up.
It's crazy, dude. So basically, she admits to the fact that she was in a relationship with this guy, and Will just looks so hurt the whole thing. And then like after they like dap each other up, and they're like, yeah, like I'm with you forever, like ride or die. Like
wait, so she talks to
Will
in the interview
about August, yeah, was sitting face to face.
Because I seen August did one. I seen this one, August and Angela Yee. I seen a clip, and I didn't really know the story, so I was like, what
dude,
the fuck
August
is going
also
on?
August is 20 years younger, no, 14 years younger, or something like that. Then but you know what the craziest thing about it, dude? You know what Jada said when Will was like, yeah, so I want you to tell me about the whole thing. Like I want you to tell me about it, and then or I guess we can just pull it up here. You want to just pull it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll let it play a little bit.
For me, that wasn't a statement I made. That went cray cray.
And one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the table is the media, the headlines. We specifically never said anything. We were
coming up.
purposely not saying anything. Any headline that says Jada said or Will said or the Smith said is not true. We specifically never said anything.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Dude, could
Whatever,
you
dude.
imagine though?
they fucking, you know, I just feel like, dude, whatever, dude. Like, it's just such a good, like, headline fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the headline pulled me in at the beginning.
Yeah. And it's just like kind of
it's
just like
a
another
personal
marriage.
thing, dude. Like, they've been married for fucking whatever amount of years.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know.
I think you kind of said it perfect. It's just like whatever, you know. It's
And they fucking separated, and instead of fucking getting divorced, they just went and found fucking happiness or whatever. Like,
and now they're
and
back.
just search for shit.
Which I get. I mean, like, I get that. I mean, I couldn't imagine being married for that amount of time. I don't know what I'd feel, you know. This situation, I just found it weird because like that interaction is just super public and super odd, man.
Yeah.
You know, that just must be an uncomfortable place.
It's also
to be.
like promoting the shit out of her podcast.
The business thing.
I mean,
You're like, yeah, she
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a reason why they did it on there.
It's not like that's not in the back of their fucking head. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I never watched The Red Table.
I think fucking, dude, I think like people at that level, dude, they're just, especially Will. Like, I love Will Smith, dude.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
he's one of the, like, Will Smith, Jim Carrey. They're like two of the dudes that convinced me, like, were saying, like, you know, follow your fucking dreams, essentially. You know?
Yeah.
That, like, said it in the right way to make me say, all right, fuck everything everyone else is telling me, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
So, like, I just feel like he's just at a point where he's like, I don't know. I feel like people like that have come over, like Will Smith has probably overcome so many difficult things.
Right.
in
He's so
life.
mentally tough.
That's what I'm saying. So he can, like, he's not emotionally, he is emotionally evolved. He is emotionally involved in this, clearly, and he's still able to just, like, think logically about it.
Yeah.
Which, like, no, like, a normal person is not, because that's fucking, our relationship is like, people are used to just, like, a relationship. It's just all fucking emotions. It's like, what the fuck, you cheated? Like, it's just like a disaster. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like I don't really know too much about Jada Pinkett, but I know a lot about Will Smith, and it's just like fucking like, he's just so, like, emotionally just like fucking, this dude just been fucking probably overcome so many fucking things in his life.
Right.
All the
This
shit
is
he's
just another
accomplished.
thing for him. You
And
know.
obviously it's more serious. Like, that's fucking insane. Like, it's not easy. You can tell it's not easy for him to be doing this, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like, that sounds like just like their personal life, dude. Like, I don't really.
Yeah, that shouldn't be like. But it's like.
Just listening to it like that, I was like, I feel like I shouldn't even be watching this right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Millions of people are gonna. That's how I found it. Is because before the podcast, I was like,
yeah,
looking at
but like
shit.
that's like how we were saying, like, I really enjoy, like, the business drama a lot, and like people say, oh, keep that stuff off, but
I got
I'm,
business drama
but
for you.
I'm in there, dude. I know everything about every kind of, like, business drama, but some people like the fucking relationship drama.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Some people, that's their fucking thing.
Let me
So-
tell you about this business drama. Then, have you heard of
Let's hear
Wayfair?
Dude, yeah,
No.
we're sitting on it, dude.
We're sitting on it. But have you heard of Wayfair recently? What's going on?
No,
Oh, I'm about
this
to
is actually
blow you-
from Amazon, just so everyone knows.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't want Wayfair.
But it's also available on Wayfair.
You don't want Wayfair anymore. Listen to this crazy thing that's going on. Okay. I'm about to blow your fucking top back. I need you to kind of look it up though, so you can see it, so you can understand. So but wait, hang on. So let me tell you about it first before you get your eyes on it.
Wayfair.
It's not even like a conspiracy, man. So Wayfair is selling
dude.
a dresser on their website for $100.
Yeah.
They're also selling the same exact dresser on their website for $15,000. And the dresser is named Maisha. And it's the name of a missing little girl. And they have hundreds of dressers of throw pillows on their website that are for $10,000s of $15,000s of dollars that are the names of missing girls. And they've been in the CEO or whatever. The CEO has been accused of child sex trafficking in the past, and they're saying this is how they're selling children.
What?
And it's all over the internet right now.
So they buy the $15,000 couch.
And you can look it up, man. It's the name. It'll be like Maisha, and then it has the height and weight of the dressers, the height and weight of the girl, the age of like the oat and everything, shit like that is the age of the girl.
What?
And you know how like, I mean, I don't know how much you keep up with it, but they talk about how like child sex trafficking is a massive business.
Dude, so when we were driving across the country to get here, we were in like dude, I'm forgetting the state.
Yeah, you went through every state though.
Iowa. Jesus. We were in like Iowa, or what's the one next to it? Iowa and
Idaho, some shit. I don't really know the middle of the country, man.
No, it's
New England
Iowa
boy.
and Taunton. That's fucking crazy. So we were seeing like, let me just find it. I'm gonna go Google Maps. Google Maps. Nebraska. So when we were in Nebraska,
Of course, it's fucking Nebraska.
and there were other places, not to be.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that. I actually have listeners in
So it was
Nebraska.
on
I'm
like
kidding.
just all along 80 West.
Yeah.
Freaking Nebraska, all the stops, like there was all these signs, like they were trying to protect this stuff because like that's a major highway, you know.
Yeah. It was like human trafficking stuff.
Yeah, like right off of one of the major highways in the United States. So like they were trying to there was like flyers where like if you're like I don't even know, like whatever, there's like just a flyer on the wall with like a phone number, like saying like, are you whatever, like
Are you like currently kidnapped? or
like
some
yeah
shit?
like for help if you're like, you know, being fucking kidnapped right now, call this number or whatever.
Jesus,
just like
dude.
every single fucking rest stop, dude.
Oh, really?
Every single rest stop, dude. Like you go into the bathroom or whatever, like no matter which one it was. Really, it was really like along the Midwest, kind of like, I don't remember seeing it in Colorado or anything, but like Nebraska.
Where was
Iowa.
Wayfair? I mean, they're headquartered in Boston, actually.
Really?
I have a couple friends that work for the company.
Is that so? Like, how does Wayfair work? Is that like they don't list all those, right? People sell shit on there.
No, Wayfair lists them. But
What?
Wayfair, I don't know what it's about to say right here, but Wayfair, because, you know, we both have dabbled, you know, e-commerce. You know, you're an e-commerce guy, but like when I used to do the drop shipping
It
stuff.
says Wayfair shoots down conspiracy theories.
Oh, can you read it into it a little? Let's see what they said.
This is on Business Insider, and it's on the internet, so you know it's true.
Can't be wrong here.
Wayfair on Friday rejected conspiracy theory involving sex trafficking, expensive cabinets listed on the website. Samia self-storage cabinet. I mean, if is this the thing that went viral? Just one fucking picture?
No,
No, it was a
that's
whole
one
bunch
of
shit.
many.
Because it's
This might be the most popular one though, but I mean, you can look down the thread. Granted, again, I don't know if it's true, but it's just kind of wild.
and the exact same one is selling for like,
For a normal price.
yeah.
The thing that
I mean,
sketches
that
me out,
does not look like a $14,000 cabinet, dude.
dude. And the thing that sketches me out is height and weight. They do the height and
Oh
weight.
yeah.
I mean, come on. What is that? 5'6", 135
I
pounds.
just feel like, why would that be done on Wayfair? You know, the one of the most
Like,
popular.
if
fucking
you were,
sales
I'm not
website.
saying, I don't know, probably shouldn't say this shit, but like if that's your business,
They would
I don't
just
think
do it
that's the
on like,
way.
they would just do it on like freaking sellstuff.com and just make it look like some.
I get that. Why would they make it maybe someone made a mistake. Maybe someone made a mistake and published it on the page. They weren't supposed to. It was supposed to be listed private. It was supposed to be a private link.
That's crazy.
Maybe it's photoshopped. Maybe it didn't even happen. But it's crazy fucking news.
They have trending. Do you see this, dude? I'm on Google with trending searches. That's crazy.
No, I didn't see this. But
Animal Crossing. What games are you playing right now, dude?
I'm actually
Any
don't play any
video
games.
Halo 3 is coming out.
All I'll
in
do is make tunes, man.
3 days on fucking PC. That's pretty exciting for me.
Well, I know where you'll be.
Not too exciting for you guys because that means all the videos are, you know, gone.
I'll be taking over the Kyle Beats channel.
Actually, Halo 2 is my game and it's already out. So luckily,
I like how that thing keeps doing that thing. You're really taking about
dude,
producer.
it's trash. So like, I'm gonna get another one of these arm mounts.
How come you gave me the good one?
This
makes
just
no
happened
sense.
to be here, and I knew I was gonna sit here, and I don't like moving it around because it's garbage.
Yeah.
But for some reason they're just not available on Amazon. But yeah, dude, fucking type beats and shit.
How to make a fucking beat, man.
How to make
you
a
guys should have
fucking
seen it
beat.
when we pulled up to the house. I like looked at the house, and I'm trying to convince Kyle to like show more of his house online, but he's he's a private person. It makes sense. But like this house is so insane. And when I pulled up, I just like looked at it and I look at him and I just go, how to make a fucking
Just
beat,
kept walking
huh?
around. First of all, my channel never blew up with tutorials. I posted them and they did really well.
What
But
was it?
It was
This
just
beat is
funny because
insane.
it was just funny because you kept just walking around going, how to make a fucking beat. And I just feel like it's so magnified for us because this type of like environment does not exist. This environment in Boston is like, dude, these motherfuckers are billionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but like, this is just like
Out here, it's almost
this
like
is just like they're doing good type of family.
how fucking weird is that, man?
I mean, some of the houses, like this house is like is nice, like, but there's just regular houses on the street too.
Dude,
You
the
know
one
what I
we
mean?
passed today going to Guitar Center on the right that I saw, that was just like absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
There's some amazing millions of dollar properties.
dude,
out
this
here.
is like you wouldn't need anything bigger than this, dude. This thing's huge. This is 3,000 square feet.
This is exactly.
And it's like not even Drake had that line 4,000 square feet just isn't that spacious.
Yeah.
Dude, this is 3,000 square feet, and I'm like, dude, I would never want to live in a house bigger than this. Ever.
No, I don't know about you, but it kind of gets like scary when you have too big of a place. You know,
Dude,
like I
the
wouldn't
first
want that.
week, dude, I was like, I would hear something, and when I was trying to sleep,
Yeah.
just what the fuck was that?
And you're also in a new part of the world, and like coming from where you lived before in a smaller space.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to adjust to something like that.
it's fucked up, dude. Where are you? Where do you other than like the beats that we record songs on? Where do you get your beats, dude? Do you have like
KyleBeats.com.
relationships with producers?
I just look up Kyle Beats on BeatStars and then just kind of scroll down that.
And find
so
beats from 2016.
yeah, I have I have relationships with producers like this guy Futile. Who
Would you ever like just fucking type in type beat?
I always type in type beat. Every single time I get in my car and drive, I type in.
What type of beat?
Depends on the vibe, man. Like if you listen, I make a bunch of
Right
different
now,
stuff.
if you're gonna type in a beat,
Okay.
would you type in blah 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 type beat?
Yep. You type in Tyga type beat, Drake type
So
beat.
you only do artists. You never do.
No. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Only do. I think that.
You only do artists.
And my artist friends say that too. Everyone's typing in other artists' names. We're not typing in like dark, hip hop, instrumental.
That used to be the wave, dude. Back in.
I know.
back
I know
when
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't. I mean, granted, I'm biased, but like what I did was my whole life, I typed in type beats, and then there's about 3 to 4 producers who we talk back and forth, and I just kind of use them.
Yeah.
It's like shout out Mantra, Futile, Dilly Got It Bumpin', and
Mantra.
that Mantra makes he made Broken Screens. It's fire. Kyle Beats.
I was never big on the YouTube type beat scene.
No, but we got She a fan drop.
To be honest, Kyle Beats Radio, which I unlisted all the videos on there.
What
'cause
was that?
I was posting my beats there for a while because I didn't really know what I was doing with them, and so I was posting my beats there for a while. That had more YouTube success. Like that probably did more YouTube sales, we'll say, than my entire fucking type beat reign before I started doing the videos.
No shit.
We'll say on YouTube because obviously I was making more money. I was making all my money off of Instagram, but like it was funny because I had more success when I was posting on fucking Kyle Beats Radio.
Yeah. Shout out Sinatra too.
Who?
Sinatra.
It's natural.
Sinatra. He makes some that unreleased one that Vanessa said she likes called I Don't Wanna Waste Your Time Telling Some Lies to You that I've been putting in my vlogs. He made the beat for that. But yeah, if you're a producer and you're trying to grow your type beats and you want more artists to work with you, I think the wave is whatever type of beat you think an artist can hop on it. Like I'm sure, like let me ask you, like when you make a beat, like back in the day, if you can go back in your mind, did you make a beat and go, I could see Drake on this? Did you try to do that?
So yeah, like at the end.
Yeah.
I don't think many people. I mean, maybe if you're like you got the type beat channel growing, you're trying to like every now and then you'll try to like, whatever. But like I think when you make a beat, you're just creating whatever comes to you.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I was so fucking bad at this, dude. That's probably why I didn't have much success on YouTube. I was so bad at being like, who could I hear on this?
And I think that's the sauce.
because I think they were just so unique, dude. They just did not sound like beats that like. Now that we were listening back to them, like some of the Lil Uzi Verts ones were good. I just like,
for sure.
It's more about just learning. It's more about learning the game of fucking YouTube than anything, dude.
That's what I'm learning a lot from you is like the actual
having
game of YouTube.
having fire beats too is always good. Like you can't just be fucking. You have to have some fucking heat, dude.
It's like Spotify, dude. It's learning the game of Spotify, but
Yeah.
you have to be a good artist too. You know what I mean?
You have to have some fucking heat if you want that.
Yeah, you can't
If
just
you want that shit, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like also, I wouldn't fucking rely on that, dude. Because like I think everyone that has made, put it this way, everyone that has made type beat channels and had success, you're always gonna get to the point where there's like a cap to that, you know. So you're always gonna get to the point where you're gonna want to keep going and link with a certain artist and try to do that shit or like make the personal brand, dude. Like so many people are trying to like. It's funny because a lot of people are like breaking into their whole personal brand thing by making drip review videos.
Ooh.
And that's their way. And I'm watching like a bunch of them of people making these review videos and just like fucking talking about drip. And it's funny because like you can tell they spent all week fucking editing it and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to all you drip reviewers. Everybody should be making everybody who has drip should be making a drip review video, I think.
For sure. But now it's too late because, you know, the launch is over.
People can still buy it. Can they still buy
You should
it?
have made it day one, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but I'm serious. Like that's how you have to be the first one.
Oh,
in, dude.
that's it. See, that's
like
some game for you
if
guys.
you've been editing some video for weeks and you're like now you're posting a video, is it worth buying a drip review? Like
It's already gone.
I'm not fucking Logan Paul. You know what I mean? You're only gonna get so much from a Kyle Beats.
Yeah.
But it's good. You'll get like the kid that posted it first or what got in there early has like 40-something thousand views. And another kid did a video on all my drum kits, has like hundreds of thousands of views.
Damn.
So like if you can get in there at the right time and like with the right title and thumbnail and it's a good video.
Yeah. If you guys, I would say whatever you do next, if I'm listening to this and I'm a producer and I watch Kyle's videos, whatever you release next, I would be making a review video that day to it.
I'm doing a contest very soon. It's almost fucking ready.
So guys, when he does something, no, I'm serious. It's actually good game for them too.
It's a fire fucking contest.
Like everybody should be on their game making a review video that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to grow.
But all right. That's the end of this podcast. Thank you, Matty Corman.
Thanks for having
Come
me, bro.
back here. Maybe we'll do another one. This podcast is amazing. Thank you guys for listening. Comment, like, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, please leave me a comment below that's positive. And I fucking hate negative comments after all that.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of this podcast. Thank you guys for listening so much. We out here making beats.
Yep.
See you guys in the next one.